Businesses in 2020 are at a crossroads economically, politically, and beyond. So what are the trends here in Nevada, and how positive are sentiments in the small business community? Well, here to talk about it is the EVP and Chief Policy Officer for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. That's Neil Bradley. How are you, Neil?
I'm doing great, Sean. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's great to talk to you. All right, let's talk about the biggest challenges facing businesses today. What do you think the biggest challenge is?
You know, the biggest challenge we hear across the country, and it doesn't matter if we're talking to a small business, a mid-sized business, or a large company, is the ability to fill the open jobs that they have with skilled workers so that they can meet their demands. We talk to construction companies who are having trouble getting construction workers to complete the projects they're being asked to build. We talk to small businesses who are having a hard time finding employees who can help keep the shop open on the weekends. It turns out it's a real crisis in the country when you look at the numbers to figure out how we get more folks into the workforce pool and how we get them the right skills to match the right jobs that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just reading an article that in some markets, Taco Bell is going to start paying $100,000 for managers of locations. Like, this is how bad it is. Now they're like, you know what? Here's $100 grand. Please, somebody run this place. The policies. What policies do we need to help businesses here in Nevada thrive and maybe help them with their staffing issues as well?
Well, you know, I know our friends out there at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Chamber are doing a lot of great work there helping figure out this. So part of it is skills training. Part of it is identifying where we can expand the workforce, take people who currently aren't in the pool and bring them in. One of the things that we're working on here at the U.S. Chamber is also immigration reform, having smart immigration reform that says that people who want to come here legally and contribute to our economy, they want to start their business, they want to work for someone else's business, they want to live the American dream. We need to open our doors to that, and that'll help all of us prosper and grow.
No question. Big business issues on the campaign trail this year. What do you think is going to be, we're going to be hearing more and more about in Iowa and beyond?
I think it's going to be a huge discussion, right? We're at this crossroads and we have to decide what type of economic system are we going to have. You know, we have candidates who are running for high office today who are talking about federalizing, nationalizing huge segments of our economy. We're talking about new regulations, and some of it's already being done at the state level, just over in California, that make it harder for folks to work as an independent contractor, for example. We have regulations coming down the pike that makes it harder for data and tech companies. You know, you just had the big tech show there in Las Vegas. You know, a lot of that's depending on getting the right policies right so that these companies can grow. And so that's going to be a big part of the debate, I think, in the 2020 presidential election. And the decisions that we make on those policy questions are really what's going to determine whether or not this new decade is going to be the Roaring 20s or not.
Absolutely, no question. I know there's, you know, obviously we've seen in the history, we've seen our recession pass us about a decade plus ago. We're trying not to get back into that situation, and I know businesses are if things are strong right now, they'd like to keep them as strong as humanly possible.
Here's great news. No economic expansion has ever died of old age, ever. So growing economies don't just naturally end. They end when policymakers, either at the federal level or in states, make a series of bad decisions. And so one of the things that we're trying to do at the U.S. Chamber, one of the things we're partnering on with our friends at the state and local chambers in Nevada and across the country, is making sure policymakers don't make those mistakes. You know, we just saw 3% wage growth in the new numbers this morning. We need more of that. 3% wage growth means all of us have a little bit more money in our pocket and are able to have a little bit higher quality and standard of living.
So you're saying it's been murder this whole time. Who knew? I thought they were dying of old age. It's great having you, Neil. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to a Roaring 20s. That's what I'd like to see.
Fantastic. Sean, I hope folks will visit uschamber.com so they can learn more about how we really do make it the Roaring 20s in Las Vegas and around the nation.
Awesome. It's great talking to you, my friend. If you want to learn more about our sponsor, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and the state of American business in 2020 and beyond, visit uschamber.com.